Welcome back, everyone. We're about to take a deep dive into the world of self-affirmation, but with a twist.
Ooh, a twist.
You bet. We're exploring the work of Teru Nakashima.
A Japanese expert in self-affirmation.
Right. And his system is really unique.
Unique how?
Well, he uses a tree metaphor to explain it all.
A tree?
Yeah, like each part of the tree represents a different aspect of self-affirmation.
Yeah, that's
Pretty cool, right?
yeah, it's very visual. I like it.
So visual. So we're going to unpack all of that today.
Let's dig into this tree.
Okay, so the tree metaphor, it's the core of Nakashima's approach, and he's created these, like, sheets of affirmation.
Sheets.
Yeah, sheets that target different areas for growth.
Like different branches?
Exactly, and they all link back to a specific part of the tree.
I'm curious, where did he even begin with this tree?
Well, just like a real tree, it all starts with the roots.
Okay, the roots.
And for Nakashima, the roots, they represent self-esteem.
The foundation.
Exactly, it's that bedrock of, like, truly believing in your own worth.
Gotcha. Because if you don't have strong roots.
You can't grow. So what kind of affirmations are we talking about here for the roots?
Think like you have potential. Or age doesn't matter.
Simple but powerful, huh?
Yeah. They remind you that your value comes from within.
Not from achievements or what other people think.
Exactly.
It's funny because sometimes I catch myself, like, focusing on what I haven't done yet
Oh, yeah.
or comparing myself to others. And these affirmations, they seem like a good way to combat that.
Oh, for sure. They can help reframe those negative thoughts.
Yeah, totally.
So, building on the roots, that foundation of self-esteem, we move up the tree to the trunk.
Okay, the trunk.
And that symbolizes self-acceptance.
Self-acceptance. So that's about, like, embracing our imperfection.
Yeah.
Because nobody's perfect, right?
You got it. We all have our flaws.
Totally.
And Nakashima provides affirmations like failure is not bad.
I will like that one.
And another one is it takes time to see results.
It does.
They encourage us to be patient, you know?
Be patient.
It's like learning a new skill.
Yeah.
You're not going to be an expert overnight.
Right. It's about the journey.
It is.
So we've got roots, the trunk. What's next?
The branches, they represent self-efficacy.
Self-efficacy, is that about, like, believing you can achieve your goals?
Yes. It's about believing in your ability to set goals and then, like, actually achieve them.
So this is where the action starts to happen.
Exactly. You're not just accepting yourself, you're believing in your capacity to make things happen.
I love it. And do the affirmations change here?
They do, yeah. On this sheet, you'll find things like, your limits are further than you think.
That's a good one.
And work can be enjoyable.
Work can be enjoyable.
Yeah.
I like that one. Sometimes it's easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day
I know what you mean.
and forget to enjoy the work.
Absolutely.
Okay, so branches are about believing we can do things. What about the leaves?
Ah, the leaves. They symbolize self-confidence.
Self-confidence.
That's the outward expression of believing in yourself and your strengths.
So, like, self-efficacy is the inner drive.
Yeah,
And then self-confidence is, like, the swagger.
you got it. It's about owning your abilities and putting them out there.
And are there affirmations for this too?
Of course. Nakashima includes things like, your smile is wonderful,
Oh.
and the world is vast with possibilities.
Yeah, so it's like embracing our unique qualities
Exactly.
and recognizing that, like, anything is possible.
Exactly.
Wow, I'm really seeing how all of this connects.
It's all coming together.
We've got roots, trunk, branches, leaves. What's left? The blossoms.
Close. It's the flowers
Flower.
that represent self-determination.
Okay, self-determination. What's that all about?
It's like making choices that align with your values.
So you're creating a life that's authentic to you.
That's it. You're taking control, not letting outside pressures dictate your path.
I like that. So what are some of the affirmations here?
Well, there's family is important.
Okay.
And life is enjoyable.
Simple, but, like, profound in a way.
Yeah, they encourage you to reflect on what truly matters to you.
And then build a life that reflects those priorities.
Precisely. It's a reminder that you have the power to shape your own reality.
That's amazing. We're not just passively accepting ourselves. We're actively shaping our lives.
You got it.
And finally, we reach the fruit.
The fruit. This one's important.
It is, what does it symbolize?
It symbolizes a sense of usefulness.
Usefulness.
That feeling of contributing to the world.
Okay.
Like making a positive impact.
So it's not just about self-improvement.
Right.
It's about, like, recognizing our place in the bigger picture.
Yes. And understanding that our actions, they actually matter.
Like the culmination of all the other stages.
Exactly. Each part of the tree builds on the one before it.
And ultimately leads to this sense of purpose.
And connection to something larger than ourselves.
Okay, so we've explored this incredible tree metaphor.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome visual.
It is, but Nakashima doesn't stop there.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah, he's also created these, remember, sheets of affirmations.
The sheets,
Yeah,
right?
and they're organized around different emotional needs.
Oh, this is fascinating. Tell me more.
I will. We'll get into those next.
Okay, I'm ready. He's got 3 distinct sheets: energizing words, healing words, and courage-building words.
Okay, so each of these sheets uses the tree metaphor.
They do, to target specific areas for growth.
This is so cool. I'm ready to learn about these
All
sheets.
right, let's start with energizing words.
Energizing words.
This one focuses on laying a solid foundation.
So like the roots in the trunk of our tree.
Exactly. It's all about self-esteem and self-acceptance.
So bolstering that sense of inherent worth and like embracing ourselves, flaws and all.
Yes.
So what kind of affirmations are on this sheet?
You'll find things like, you are constantly growing,
I like that.
and your natural self is loved.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's about recognizing that we're always evolving,
We are.
and our value isn't tied to being perfect.
Right. It's like a reminder to be kind to ourselves,
Yeah.
to appreciate the journey.
Absolutely.
Because it's easy to get caught up in striving for perfection.
Oh, yeah.
And then we forget to just like appreciate who we are right now.
It happens.
Okay, so that's energizing words.
Mhm.
What about healing words?
Healing words, this one shifts the focus to the branches and leaves.
So cultivating self-efficacy and confidence.
Exactly. It's about envisioning a positive future
Okay.
and believing in your power to shape it.
I love that. And what are some examples of the affirmations on this sheet?
You'll see affirmations like, you can attract happiness.
Attract happiness.
Yeah, and wonderful work opportunities will come to you.
You know, I think some people might be like, oh, that's too simple. Or like,
Wishful thinking.
yeah, but I'm starting to see how powerful these affirmations can actually be.
Oh, it's not about like passively waiting for good things to happen.
Right.
It's about cultivating the right mindset.
A mindset of possibility.
Exactly. And believing that you deserve those good things.
You do?
And actually, there's a lot of research in psychology that supports affirmations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, studies have shown that repeating positive statements about yourself,
It can change your brain.
it can lead to like increased self-esteem, reduced stress,
Wow.
even improved performance.
So there's science behind it.
There is. It's not just like feel-good stuff.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It's really fascinating, and one of the key principles is this idea of self-fulfilling prophecy.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
So if we believe something is true about ourselves,
We're more likely to act in ways that confirm it.
exactly. So if you're always thinking negative thoughts,
It just continues.
yeah, it becomes a cycle, but if you can shift your internal dialogue,
To be more positive.
yeah, you can actually create positive change in your life.
It's like that saying,
Which one?
whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're right.
Yes. Our beliefs have a huge impact on our actions and our outcomes.
Totally. So affirmations, they give us a tool to shape those beliefs.
Exactly. And Nakashima's system with the tree metaphor and the sheets,
It's like a structured approach.
it is. It's very accessible.
Because self-improvement can feel daunting sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
But this system breaks it down into, like, smaller steps.
Yeah.
Okay, so energizing words, healing words.
Mhm.
We've got one more sheet, courage-building words.
Yes, courage-building words.
What's the focus there?
This one focuses on the flowers and fruit of the tree.
The flowers and fruit.
Encouraging self-determination, finding meaning in relationships,
Okay.
and recognizing our contributions to the world.
So it's like that outward ripple effect.
Exactly. It's about connecting with your values and understanding your place in the bigger picture.
Not just focusing on ourselves.
Right. You're thinking about how you connect with others.
And contribute to the world.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is. And what are the affirmations like on this sheet?
Well, one that really stands out to me is don't be afraid to rely on others.
Oh, that's a good one.
It challenges the idea that asking for help is weak.
It's so true. We feel like we have to do everything ourselves,
Yeah,
but we need each other.
we do.
Sometimes being vulnerable
Yeah,
and allowing ourselves to be supported, it's like the strongest thing we can do.
I agree.
Okay, what else is on this sheet?
Another one is if someone helps you, pay it forward to someone else.
Oh, I love that one.
It's a reminder that we're all interconnected.
And that supporting others is just as important as receiving support.
Exactly. It's a beautiful cycle.
It is. It creates that sense of community.
Yeah. And there's another interesting affirmation on this sheet. Talk to someone completely unrelated.
Someone completely unrelated.
Encouraging you to seek out diverse perspectives.
Oh, step outside of our usual social circles.
Exactly. Sometimes the best advice comes from people who are totally outside of your situation.
It's so easy to get stuck in our echo chambers,
I know what you mean.
surrounded by people who think like us.
Yeah.
But growth happens when we expose ourselves to different viewpoints.
It does. It challenges our assumptions.
right? It expands our worldview.
Exactly. It helps us understand that there's so many different ways of seeing and experiencing the world.
And it helps us develop empathy for others, too.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing that everyone has different backgrounds and beliefs.
Talk to someone completely unrelated.
Yeah,
Such a simple suggestion.
it is.
It's so profound.
It could have a big impact on your personal growth
Yeah.
and on your understanding of the world.
I'm really starting to see how these affirmations can be powerful,
They are.
not just for ourselves,
Right.
but for our relationships
Yeah.
and for our connection to the larger community.
It's amazing how a few simple words can have such a ripple effect.
A ripple effect.
Yeah, influencing not just your thought and feelings,
But your actions, too.
and your interactions with others.
It all comes back to that tree metaphor.
It does.
What starts as a seed of self-affirmation can grow into something so strong,
And beautiful.
and then it branches out and connects with the world.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Now, before we move on, I want to highlight a few specific affirmations from Nakashima's work that really showcase the power of language.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Are you ready for some deep dives into individual affirmations?
I am ready. Let's go. Let's start with one that resonated with me from the energizing words sheet.
Okay.
You are a wonderful person just as you are.
You are a wonderful person just as you are.
Yeah, it's so simple.
It is.
But it's a powerful reminder that our worth isn't contingent on anything external
Like we don't have to achieve anything
or change
to
anything.
be worthy of love and acceptance.
Exactly. We're inherently worthy.
Just as we are.
Right. And sometimes it's easy to forget that.
It is. We get caught up in comparing ourselves to others.
Or striving for some ideal of perfection.
Right. And this affirmation, it's like a gentle nudge
To come back to ourselves.
and embrace who we are.
Exactly. Flaws and all.
I like that one a lot.
Me too. It's a good one to keep in mind.
It is. And, as we've been talking about these affirmations, I've been reflecting on how they might fit into my own life.
Oh, yeah.
There are times when I struggle with self-doubt,
Oh, yeah.
especially when I'm facing new challenges.
I think that's totally normal.
It is.
To experience self-doubt sometimes.
It is,
It's part of being human.
right? And it's how we respond to those doubts that matters.
Exactly. And that's where affirmations can be so helpful. It's like
You can.
giving yourself a pep talk,
Yeah.
reminding yourself of your strengths and your potential for growth.
And it's about cultivating that inner voice.
Yes, that supportive and compassionate inner voice.
Right. One affirmation that stood out to me from the healing words sheet
Oh, which one?
is wonderful work opportunities will come to you.
Oh, I love that one.
I do too. We touched on it earlier.
You did.
But it really resonated with me.
Yeah, it speaks to our relationship with abundance.
Abundance and opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes we focus so much on what we lack
We do.
that we forget to appreciate the abundance that's already there.
It's so true. And this affirmation, it reminds us to stay open,
To new possibilities.
to believe that good things are coming,
Exactly. It's about shifting from a mindset of scarcity.
to a mindset of abundance.
Yes. Trusting that the universe is conspiring in your favor.
Oh, I like that.
It doesn't mean you just sit back and wait for things to happen,
Right.
but you approach life with a sense of openness.
Openness and receptivity.
Yeah, like you're sending out a signal.
A signal.
Saying, hey, I'm ready for amazing things.
And when we believe that,
yeah.
we're more likely to notice those opportunities.
And seize them.
Yes. It's like aligning our beliefs with our actions.
Exactly. And it ties back to self-efficacy, too.
It does.
If you believe you can create opportunities,
Then you're more likely to take action.
yeah, to make them happen.
It's all interconnected. Our beliefs shape our actions.
And our actions shape our reality.
It's a powerful cycle.
It is now. Before we wrap up,
Okay.
I wanted to circle back to that question about Nakashima's tree.
The tree.
Which part resonated most with you?
That's a great question. I think for me, it's the flowers.
The flowers.
That idea of self-determination.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big believer in creating a life that feels authentic, aligned with my values,
That's great.
but it's easy to get caught up in expectations.
It is.
Societal pressures.
Yeah.
So affirmations that encourage me to stay true to myself and make choices that support my well-being.
I like that.
Those are powerful for me.
That makes sense. What about you? Which part resonates most with you?
That's a good question. I think for me, it's the branches.
The branches. Self-efficacy.
Yeah. I'm someone who thrives on setting goals and working towards them,
Oh, I see.
but sometimes self-doubt creeps in
Yeah.
and I start to question my ability.
To achieve those goals.
So affirmations that remind me of my strength and my resilience,
That's great.
those are really helpful for me.
That makes a lot of sense. It's interesting how different parts of the tree can resonate with us
It is.
at different times in our lives.
like we're tending to our own inner garden,
I love that analogy.
nurturing different aspects of ourselves.
We grow.
Exactly. We've covered so much in this deep dive,
We have.
from the power of words
Yeah.
to the science behind affirmations.
And the beauty of Nakashima's tree metaphor.
But I think the biggest takeaway
Yeah.
is that we have the power to shape our own self-perception.
And ultimately our own reality.
It's about recognizing that our thoughts and beliefs aren't fixed.
Right. They're valuable.
And with tools like affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
we can cultivate a more positive inner dialogue.
Exactly. And that can have a ripple effect on every aspect of your life.
Our relationships, our careers, our well-being.
It all starts within.
So as we wrap up, I want to encourage our listeners to explore Teru Nakashima's work further.
Yes. His approach is so inspiring.
It offers a practical roadmap for anyone looking to cultivate a more positive self-image.
Absolutely. And remember, this is a journey, not a destination.
Right.
Be patient with yourself, experiment, and celebrate your progress along the way.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of self-affirmation.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep nurturing the power within you.